Hi, I'm David. Growing up, my grandmother was my safe haven, the one person who never compared me to my twin brother Daniel. She passed away last month, and going through her house has been tough, not just emotionally, but because things aren't adding up. The bonds and jewelry are missing from the safe, I say, staring at the empty metal box in Grandma's study. I don't understand. She showed me everything here just weeks ago. Maybe you should tell us where you took them, David. Daniel's voice drips with fake concern. We all know about your gambling problem. What gambling problem? I spin around, facing my brother's practiced, innocent expression. What are you talking about? Daniel told us everything, honey. Mom, Monica, steps forward, her face pinched with worry. The casino debts, the loan sharks. That's completely insane. The room starts spinning. Dad, you can't believe this? Tom, my father, won't even look at me. The evidence is pretty clear, son. Daniel showed us the photos of you leaving that casino downtown. Those could be of either of us. We're identical twins. My hands are shaking. This is crazy. Call James. He's the family lawyer. He knows I would never… Already spoke to him. Daniel smirks. He's drawing up papers to remove you as executor. I grab my phone, dialing my best friend. Sarah, I need you to come over to Grandma's house. Now. 20 minutes later, Sarah arrives, the voice of reason I desperately need. She's known us both since kindergarten. Let me get this straight, she says, pacing the study. You think David, who literally helps old ladies cross the street and does their taxes for free, suddenly developed a gambling addiction and robbed his beloved grandmother? The signs were there, Daniel says smoothly. The late nights, the secretive behavior. You mean his volunteer work at the shelter? Sarah crosses her arms. The surprise party he was planning for Mom's birthday? A knock at the door interrupts us. It's James, looking uncomfortable. I came as soon as I could, he says quietly. Monica, Tom, we need to discuss some discrepancies I found. What discrepancies? Daniel asks sharply. The timing of certain documents, James says carefully. And some concerning security camera footage from the bank where your grandmother's safe deposit box was accessed last week. Daniel's face doesn't change, but I notice his left eye twitching, his tell since childhood when he's lying. I think, James continues, we need to look more carefully at who had access to the house during your grandmother's final weeks. I catch Sarah's eye across the room. She gives me a slight nod. We both know this isn't over. It's just beginning. My phone buzzes with Sarah's text. Check your email, now. I open the link she sent. An online marketplace listing. My heart stops. There's Grandma's antique silver tea set labeled as Vintage Family Collection. Got him, I whisper, dialing Sarah. The seller's username, Vintage Finds 1990. That's Daniel's birth year. There's more. I found 6 other listings. That emerald brooch your grandfather gave her, listed 3 days ago. The doorbell rings. It's Rachel, Daniel's girlfriend, looking nervous. I needed to talk to you alone. I saw something weird at our apartment. Daniel brought home this old jewelry box last week. When I asked about it, he got super defensive. What did it look like? Hand-carved maple with roses on the lid? My stomach churns. That was Grandma's. She got it on her honeymoon in Vienna. There's more. He's been making these weird late-night trips to some storage place. Says it's for work, but… My phone rings. Uncle Pete. Great. How could you do this to your own grandmother? Daniel told us everything about your gambling debts. We're all disgusted. Uncle Pete, please. Save it. You're not welcome at Sunday dinners anymore. Your Aunt Martha is beside herself. I hang up, hands shaking. Sarah squeezes my shoulder. Rachel, can you text me that storage unit's address? 20 minutes later, we're parked outside Storage King on 4th Street. Rachel's text had the unit number, B156. Look, Sarah points to a familiar car pulling in. Isn't that your mom? Monica parks, then walks quickly to unit B156, using a key to open it. What's she doing here? She's probably checking on Daniel's lies, I mutter. But Mom's face when she comes out tells a different story. She's pale, clutching something small and glittering, Grandma's diamond tennis bracelet. David? Her voice shakes. I came to store some of Daniel's old baby things and found… Oh, God. Sarah takes photos while Mom unlocks the unit again. Inside, it's like a twisted museum of my grandmother's life. The missing bonds, the family silver, even her prized Hummel figurine collection. I've been such a fool, Mom whispers. All those stories he told us about you. My phone pings, a new marketplace listing from Vintage Finds 1990. Grandma's pearl necklace just posted minutes ago. He doesn't know we found this place, Sarah says, and he definitely doesn't know about the pictures I just took. Or the GPS tracker I just slipped into that box, Rachel adds quietly. I needed to know the truth too. I stare at the storage unit, at Mom's devastated face, at the evidence of Daniel's betrayal. Time to set a trap, I say, and I know exactly how we're going to do it. The security cameras are up, Sarah confirms, adjusting her laptop screen. One in the study, one in the living room, and one covering the back entrance. Perfect timing. I check my phone. Rachel just texted. Daniel's heading over to check on the house again. He won't find what he's looking for, Sarah smirks. I moved the last of your grandmother's jewelry box contents to James's office safe. My phone buzzes again. It's Rachel. You need to see this right now. I was doing laundry and found a hidden compartment in his dresser. There's like 20 pawn shop receipts and… Oh God, he's coming. Get out of there fast. 10 minutes later, Rachel rushes into the house, clutching a manila envelope. Look at these dates. She spreads the receipts on the table. He pawned your grandmother's sapphire ring the day before she died. That lying snake. Even Mom sounds angry now, but Dad still shakes his head. There has to be an explanation. Daniel wouldn't… The security camera feed beeps. Daniel appears on screen, letting himself into the back door. Wait for it, Sarah whispers. We watch as Daniel moves through the house, methodically checking drawers and cabinets. He reaches under Grandma's mattress, pulling out an old jewelry box. That's weird, Mom frowns. That box was empty this morning. But not now, I grin. We filled it with fake jewelry and a GPS tracker. James arrives just as Daniel is leaving the house. I've got more, he announces, pulling out a file. Remember those casino photos he showed you? I had an expert analyze them. They're photoshopped and not very well. But all those gambling debts, Dad starts. Don't exist, James cuts in. I checked every casino in a 100-mile radius. No record of David ever being there. The front door slams. Daniel struts in, freezes at seeing us all gathered. Family meeting? Why wasn't I invited? Cut the act, Rachel stands up. I found your pawn shop receipts. You went through my things. He turns to our parents. See how they're all turning against me? Just like David planned. We saw you on camera, Mom interrupts. Just now, taking more of your grandmother's things. Those cameras you didn't know about, I add. The ones that caught you stealing last week too. Daniel's face goes red. You don't understand. David's the one. Got the GPS signal, Sarah announces. The jewelry box you just took? It's moving toward that storage unit on 4th Street. Unit B 156. Funny coincidence, huh? I trusted you, Rachel whispers. I defended you to everyone. Mom, Dad, you have to believe me, Daniel starts. Like we believed you about the casino photos? Dad's voice is ice cold. The ones James just proved were fake? Daniel's left eye starts twitching. He backs toward the door. You'll regret this, all of you. He bolts out, slamming the door behind him. He's heading to the storage unit. Sarah watches the GPS signal, just like we planned. The police cars surround storage unit B 156 just as Daniel pulls up. He freezes, key in hand, seeing Mom, Dad, and me standing with the officers. Open it. Officer Wilson's voice leaves no room for argument. Inside, Daniel's face crumbles as the officers photograph everything. Rachel steps forward, dropping a duffel bag at his feet. Found these in our closet this morning. The rest of your grandmother's jewelry. Guess you didn't have time to pawn it all. I can explain everything, Daniel starts. Like you explained the fake casino photos? Dad cuts in. Or the forged gambling debts? You don't understand. David always got everything. Grandma's attention, the family trust, everyone's respect. So you decided to steal her legacy? Mom's voice breaks. She loved you just as much. Ma'am, Officer Wilson interrupts. We've confirmed these items match the theft report. Would you like to press charges? Mom looks at Dad, then at me. I shake my head slightly. No, she says finally. But we want everything returned, every single item. And we want receipts for everything you pawned or sold, Dad adds. You'll pay back every penny. You can't be serious, Daniel sputters. After everything I've done for this family. Like making everyone believe your own twin was a gambling addict? Sarah steps forward with her laptop. I've got every lie documented right here. Want me to email it to the entire family, your boss, your golf buddies? Uncle Pete and Aunt Martha arrive, surveying the storage unit in shock. We came as soon as James called us. Oh my lord. Still think David's the problem? Sarah asks pointedly. Daniel slumps against the wall. What do you want from me? First, you're moving out, Rachel says firmly. I already packed your things. And you'll sign this, James appears with papers. A formal admission of theft and agreement to repay everything. What about my job, my reputation? Should have thought about that before stealing from your dying grandmother, I say quietly. Sign the papers, pay it back, and we keep this private. Otherwise, he signs. Later that night, sitting in Grandma's living room, Mom holds the recovered jewelry box. I should have known. You were always the one who sat with her, listened to her stories about each piece. We all missed the signs, Dad adds. Can you forgive us? Already have. I pick up Grandma's restored silver tea set. How about some tea? She always said it helped heal everything. David? Mom touches my arm. Tell us one of her stories about this tea set, maybe? As I pour the tea, I share Grandma's favorite memory, about serving tea to Dad when he asked for Mom's hand in marriage. For the first time since she died, the story brings smiles instead of tears. Sarah and Rachel join us, and soon we're all sharing memories. Not just about Grandma, but about growing up, about family moments, both good and bad. You know, Dad says thoughtfully, maybe this whole mess happened so we could learn to see the truth clearly. Speaking of truth, Uncle Pete calls from the doorway, we're restarting those Sunday dinners, and you're sitting at the head of the table, David, right where your grandmother would want you. What would you do if you were in David's shoes? Press criminal charges against your twin brother, or handle it privately as a family matter? Remember, this isn't just about stolen items. It's about betrayal, destroyed relationships, and a tarnished family legacy. Share your thoughts in the comments. Would jail time teach Daniel a better lesson than social consequences and financial payback? How would you rebuild trust after such a deep family betrayal? If this story of family drama and justice caught your attention, hit that like button and subscribe for more compelling family stories that make you think. Every week, we explore the complex choices people make when faced with betrayal, lies, and difficult moral decisions. See you in the next video.